Okay. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah. Thanks. Hey, good morning. Thanks for streaming with us. We appreciate it. I guess we'll start off with Easter. Of course, I was talking about, we had a little blurb there. It says mix of clouds and sunshine today, and high temperatures will be in the mid 80s. I don't think we'll see any rainfall, just the cap way too strong, really for the rest of the week. Now, tomorrow we may have a little drizzle. I think we've got a better chance for morning drizzle Friday and Saturday. And then, because the cap is strong, we'll have to probably wait until that main upper level system and cold front gets closer to us, which I think will be Saturday. But at that time, we may be looking at some pretty strong thunderstorms. So let's start off with the Easter weekend. Friday, high temperatures, lower 90s, around 91. It'll be a breezy day. Winds out of the southeast 10 to 20. Saturday morning, little drizzle around, otherwise partly cloudy, very warm. Highs in the mid 80s. And then Sunday, I think we'll have a chance for some thunderstorms in the morning. Now, here's the deal. If these thunderstorms come in Saturday night, I think there's a higher tendency or greater tendency that they'll be severe. Sunday morning, they'll probably wind down a little bit and probably not severe. And then that system, I think, will pass us. And then by afternoon on Sunday, it's going to be mostly sunny to partly cloudy and a good-looking day. High temperatures in the mid-80s, around 85 or so. I think Sunday afternoon's looking really, really good. Okay, outside right now, we've got some clouds, mostly cloudy skies, temperature 71. Boy, look at the record low. Record low was 61, or 35, I should say, back in 1961. Which way am I going? Let's go this way. Record high 95, set back in 1920. Long time ago. All right, here's what you can expect for the rest of today. Mixture of sun and some clouds. Temperatures topping out in the mid 80s, around 86. If you have anything planned this evening, I think temperatures mainly in the 80s out there. Let's take a look at some of the temperatures around the South Texas area. We've got 71, 72 Hondo, Del Rio 72. We got a long way to go, by the way, to hit 86, but I think we will. Gonzales, see, notice where there's already sunshine. Gonzales 79, Floresville 77, Victoria 78, George West 79. So as soon as the clouds mix out, which I think they'll be in the process of doing, and we see a little sunshine, we'll have no problem reaching the mid 80s. I went 86 for high. Realistically, could be anywhere 84 to 86, but I think that's pretty close. Okay, David Bellis has got I think he's got a joke. David Bellis, he says, I find it ironic. Oh, we're doing the Atlanta Morissette thing. All right, I find it ironic that the colors red, white, and blue stand for freedom until they are flashing behind you. Oh, that's true. That's something to think about. And Jack Acosta says, hey, how's the weather looking for Easter here in San Antonio? That was the first thing that we covered, so we're on top of it here. Okay, let's take a look at what's going on around the state. Now, I haven't updated this map since this morning, but it's still close. High pressure centered over Mississippi, trough of low pressure out to the west, New Mexico, West Texas. The pressure gradient is tightening up a little bit. Southeasterly winds out of the Gulf of Mexico. And I think for the next several days, it's going to be rather breezy across south central Texas. And looking at the weather pattern across the area, we've got upper level ridge in place. There's no way to see rainfall that way, that's for sure. But watch what happens as we get closer to the end of the week. By the way, usually the way this works out, that trough that's out there in the Rocky Mountains and out west, as it gets closer to us, the pressure gradient usually tightens even more. And so Friday will be a breezy day, and Saturday is going to be a breezy day as well. And because usually what happens when you have an upper level system like that, at the surface you get a little trough, what we call lee side troughing, lee side of the Rockies. And that troughing will likely strengthen, and so therefore the pressure gradient will likely strengthen, just depending on how strong the high is across the eastern part of the country. Okay, on Friday, probably no thunderstorms for us here in San Antonio. Cap just too strong, but out west, closer to where dry line is on Friday, could see some really strong thunderstorms. Del Rio, Edwards County, in a marginal risk for severe storms on Friday night. And then Saturday, we may see some thunderstorms in the afternoon, probably most of those holding off until the cold front gets closer to us Saturday night and into Sunday. Again, if they come in Saturday night, they'll likely be severe. Sunday morning, just some rainfall. And then on Sunday, that system should pass to the east, so in the afternoon, skies clearing, partly cloudy to mostly sunny. Now, here's what we're going to watch as we head into next week. Monday, I don't think we'll see rain, but Tuesday, with a west-southwest flow aloft, and really all week next week with a west-southwest flow aloft, there'll be some disturbances from time to time that will come in. We'll have instability. It's going to be warm enough. These disturbances will cause a little bit of some lift. We'll have moisture in place. We'll have everything you need for thunderstorms. So Tuesday, we'll have to watch all these little weak disturbances Tuesday. Chance for some thunderstorms. Some of those could be strong. Wednesday, definitely possible. Thursday, definitely possible as well. Those are the 3 days that I'm really watching for a chance for strong to severe thunderstorms. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week. Probably by the time we get to Friday, I think the weather pattern is going to change a little bit, Friday and into Saturday and the end of the week. Not to say we couldn't see some rain. I just think for the most part the weather pattern is going to change a little bit. Okay, let's take a look at today. Mixture of sun and clouds, highs in the mid-80s. Tomorrow we cloud right back up again, and high temperatures in the afternoon closer to 90. Tomorrow is Thursday, right? Yeah, I think lower 90s, 91, something like that. And I think Friday is going to be very similar. Clouds in the morning, probably some drizzle Friday morning. Clouds mix out, and then we get really warm in the afternoon. Computer model says 93. I don't think so. Probably more like 90, 91, something like that. And then Friday evening, afternoon, we'll start to see some thunderstorms out towards the west, out in Valverde County and Edwards County. Notice these thunderstorms, they build, and you can just tell the mean environmental flow or the average wind throughout the atmosphere. Notice how they build. Watch this out west. They build, and then they track from southwest to north and east, just kind of following that mean environmental flow there. They should, and for that reason, they should stay out to the west and not affect us until we get to Saturday evening. Then I think they'll finally move in. Okay, let's take Gabriella says, I love you. Well, Gabriella, thank you so much. Love you too. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. All right, high temperatures today, 86. Tomorrow, 92, 91 on Friday. Friday, Saturday morning, some drizzle. We'll see a little sunshine in the afternoon. Saturday afternoon, 86. And then Saturday night into Sunday morning, that's our window of opportunity for thunderstorm action. I've made the Saturday evening a KENS 5 weather impact alert into Sunday morning because of the threat for severe thunderstorms. Monday, 88 for high, partly cloudy. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week, we'll have to watch that. Highs mid-80s, chance for some thunderstorms. Some of those could be severe as well. And then a slight chance of thunderstorms on the weekend of the 26th and the 27th. All right. I think that'll do it, but let's get to just a few more comments here. Esmeralda, hi, how are you? Thank you so much. Good Wednesday, that's right. And what's the weather in Greenville? Now, when you say what's the weather in Greenville, my thought process goes to two places. One is Greenville, Texas, just outside of Dallas, just to the east of Dallas there along, I think it's, yeah, Interstate 20 or 30, one of those. So Greenville, that's in Hunt County. I can tell you, if I back up a little bit, I can tell you, well, you know what? I think, here we go. You know what I can do? I can do this for you. Yeah, we'll pull this up. I think I got enough time. Yeah, this is something that I do, and if you go to kens5.com, you'll see this, or if you go to my website page, you'll see this. Every day I put out a Texas weather, so if you're traveling around the state the next several days, you can check this out. So up there in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, including Greenville, Texas, I think today up around Dallas-Fort Worth, about 82 in Greenville, probably 87, 86 for high on Thursday, partly cloudy skies, and then Friday, high temperature right around 84. Probably no thunderstorm action for Greenville, Texas until probably Saturday, Friday night into Saturday probably. Now I also think of Greenville, Mississippi. That's where I got my start long time ago. And there in Greenville, Mississippi, that's probably not what you're referencing, but you know what? What the heck? We'll take a look at Greenville. I think we can. You know, I don't know if anybody's really curious about Greenville, Mississippi weather, but we'll take a look. Well, this is the best I'm going to be able to do you in this at this point, but let's take a look. Oh, well, either way, I'm sure it's warm. I'm sure it's humid in Greenville, Mississippi. All right, you got it, Esmeralda. You've got it. Oh, your baby daughter. Okay, so I was right. Greenville, Texas. I was absolutely right. Well, that's great. We really appreciate everybody streaming. And David, we thank you. David, again, if you didn't hear the joke before, well, no, I don't have time. All right. Hey, thanks for streaming with us. We appreciate it. And make sure to watch noon, 4, 5, 6, and 10. And I will see you tomorrow morning.